Congratulations!
Yeah. Congratulations, Erica Slezak.
On March 17th, Erica Slezak celebrated her 40th anniversary as Victoria Lord Davidson on One Life to Live.
Here's to you, Erica.
I came back to tell you I'm sorry. I was dead wrong giving you a hard time about Maria. Even though I still think she's better off recuperating at her place instead of here.
Paul.
Look, and you'd be damn well better off, too. But be that as it may, I'm not going to bring it up anymore to annoy you.
Well, that's a relief.
I just hope she gets her strength back real quick so she can move out before she destroys this family.
Paul, Maria is a friend of this family. A good friend.
Are you sure? Be honest with yourself, son. Isn't she something more?
Thank you, Nigel. No, I'll show myself.
Hello, Asa.
Clint. I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to get here earlier for the service.
Oh, that's over and done with. You're home. That's all that counts. Right, Clint?
To what do we owe the pleasure? Has the love affair of the century decided to take a breather?
Son, give her a break.
It's all right, Asa. I didn't really expect a red carpet. I've come here to tell you something very important. It's the real reason that I had to go to New York.
I know the reason. If you'll excuse me.
Clint, please. Please hear me out. This is very important, all right? It's something that could affect all of our lives. Yours, mine, and our children's.
Right.
Really?
The therapist was able to help you.
No, not exactly.
Oh, then it's just like I thought. It was all an excuse. You and Tom just decided to have a high old time in the Big Apple. Well, if you'll excuse me, just spare me the slides and souvenirs.
Clint, please. It's not what you think, all right? Just hear me out.
I'll give you two a chance to talk.
No, Asa, please stay. What I have to say concerns you, too.
All right, you got our undivided attention.
Thank you. Look, I know that you believe that I went to New York just to be alone with Tom. It was not the case.
Oh, then you didn't share the same hotel room? That wasn't him that answered the phone when I called?
Clint, I know you're hurting. Can't you see she is, too? Go on, Viki.
The truth is, I did not have intensive therapy with a psychiatrist. But before you say anything, I didn't go to have an illicit romance with Tom either.
Then why, Viki?
It was on Larry's recommendation and Dr. John Taylor's.
Larry? Larry told me...
I know what he told you. I asked him not to say anything about it because I didn't really want to cause any unnecessary alarm.
You said Dr. Taylor?
Right.
He's a neurologist.
Yes.
One of the best. What has he got to do with your amnesia?
Well, he examined me and he tested me pretty thoroughly after Larry could not find the cause for the blackout that I had.
Blackout? Blackouts? You're losing me.
Look, Clint, I'm really very sorry because I have kept you in the dark about this for weeks, and it was mostly because I didn't know myself what was wrong with me. But you see, I'd been having very painful headaches, and then I blacked out.
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you let me know?
Son, give her a chance. She's telling you now.
No one knew.
You mean no one except Tom?
No. I tried to keep it from him, too, but unfortunately, he was the one who found me one morning. I was unconscious on the floor. And that was the day that I decided to go see Larry for help.
You said Larry couldn't find the cause. Did Dr. Taylor?
Well, he felt that a second opinion was essential, and so he sent me to Dr. Kenneth Graham in New York.
Graham?
Yes.
I've read about a Dr. Graham. His specialty is brain aneurysms.
Convenient, wouldn't you say? That's what I've got.
Viki, these doctors with all their fancy machines make mistakes all the time.
It's not a mistake, Asa. It's not. We found out now what caused my blackout, and it may very well be what caused my amnesia as well. The only problem is that the cure may be as fatal as the cause.
Viki, you listen to me. Our science editor has been doing research on breakthroughs in neurological surgery for a series of articles. And
I know what you're going to tell me. What I have is possibly hereditary, it's potentially dangerous, but not necessarily so, right?
All right, so they're giving you the same research, but the point is that there are people with aneurysms who have lived for many, many years without surgery.
I know. Dr. Graham told me that, too. But then he pointed out that, unfortunately, my case is an exception.
And he is recommending surgery.
Well, we have no choice, Asa. You see, my aneurysm is leaking. And if I'm not operated on immediately, then it's very likely that the aneurysm will rupture. And if that happens,
And all this time, you had to keep it to yourself.
well, I didn't feel I had an alternative.
You say it's all been arranged?
Yes, Dr. Graham is going to perform the surgery here in Landview the day after tomorrow.
Well, that doesn't give us a lot of time to talk about things that need to be talked about. Right, son?
No, it sure doesn't.
I just remembered I've got some business in the study. Before I leave, I'd like to say something. I know you don't remember me. And what you've learned about me you don't like.
Oh, Asa, please.
What's true is true. But when you had your memory back, we got along like a matched pair of thoroughbreds.
Did we?
Of course, you were the fancy filly and I was the ornery old stud. But I was good for the long haul, Viki. And I still am. And do you want a third opinion? A fourth, a 404? I will get you the best medical advice that money can buy.
Thank you very much. But I know what my options are, and I know what I have to do.
Then know this. When you go to the hospital, you're not going alone.
Old Pa. When it comes to family, there's nothing he wouldn't do. And he isn't the only one.
I'm so sorry. I know you're hurt because I didn't tell you about my condition sooner.
I don't blame you.
Well, it wasn't Tom's decision either, you know.
Well, Viki, don't go trying to protect him. I called when you were in New York with him, and he deliberately kept the truth from me.
I know, but that's because I begged him to do that. He wanted me to tell you everything, but I was afraid.
Why?
Because I was afraid that you would use it to try and keep me from ever getting custody of the children.
Oh, my God. You really don't know me, do you?
Well, I was wrong. I realize that now, and I'm sorry. The thing is, even if you had known about it, the decision for the surgery would still have been mine and mine alone.
I know that. I know that. I just want to help you.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Kindness has nothing to do with it. I love you. You're my wife. And I should have been there with you when you had to make the choice. The choice between the risk of surgery or the risk of living without it.
There really wasn't anything you could have done.
I could have been with you. I could have held you. I could have told you that I'd be with you every step of the way.
In spite of everything that's happened between us, all the doubts, all the accusations.
Viki, maybe these things won't be real easy for us to get past, but I just want you to know that I'll give you all the support you need. I mean, it's yours. All you got to do is take it.
Before you go offering me support, moral or otherwise, there's something you should know. Dr. Graham told me that if the aneurysm can be treated, there is a chance, it's a slight chance, but there is a chance that I might regain my memory.
Viki, if your memory could be restored, I'd be the happiest man in the whole world. But I want you to know that the most important thing is that you come through this operation alive, with or without the memory of those lost 8 years.
Thank you for saying that. You know, when Dr. Graham told me about the aneurysm, I just panicked.
It must have been terrifying.
Yes, it was. I'd lost my memory, I'd lost the custody of my children, and now I could lose my life.
That is not going to happen.
Well, it might. We both know that it could happen. I don't want to die. I don't.
Viki. Viki. Look. You and I have been through a bunch together. I mean, we have been through hell together. We have faced more than most couples face in a lifetime. And we are going to face this together, and we are going to come through this together.
No.
Viki, honey.
No, I can't turn to you now.
Why? I would think that you'd need me now more than ever.
Well, I'm thinking about you. I mean, if the operation doesn't go as planned...
It will. Now, just don't think that way.
But we have to face the possibility that it might not. And even if I do survive the operation, I might not get my memory back, so I don't want you to get your hopes up.
You know, for the first time in a long time, you're sounding like my Viki, the Viki I've always known. Always worrying about other people and not thinking about herself.
I can't lean on you now. It's not fair.
Never mind that. You lean on me. That's why God made cowboys, you know, for little girls to lean on. You've got my support whether you want it or not. You take it.
Well, there's one other thing that we have to think about. And that's that even if I come through the operation and I get my memory back, it still may not change things between us, you know.
You're not scaring me. I'll take my chances. You tell me now what you got planned to say to the kids.
Frankly, I don't know. If they're upstairs now, maybe I'll just go up and try and break the news to them as gently as I can.
Honey, unfortunately, they're in the park with Kim.
I can't wait to see them, even if
Why don't you wait until tomorrow? So you can gather your thoughts, and then if you'd like, I'd kind of like to be there with you when you talk to them.
Thank you, but I think that this is something I should do alone, that's all. And maybe between tonight and tomorrow, I can think of a way to tell them about the operation without frightening them too much.
There's nothing for them to be frightened of.
Well, if you're trying to give me courage, it's not working, but thanks for the attempt.
Well, then I'm just going to have to try harder, aren't I? You know, in some ways, I know Viki Buchanan better than you do. And I know that she is going to come through this stronger and healthier than ever.
Well, until tomorrow then. Clint?
Yeah?
Thank you.
Come on, let's skip the formalities, Maria, and get to the point. What do you want to see me about?
It's all right, Tom. Clint and Asa aren't here. Please, sit down.
I'm not worried about Clint or Asa. You said this is important. What's it about?
Well, I'm feeling much better. Thank you very much, Tom.
I am sorry you were hurt, Maria.
You know, I really hope you mean that. Because no matter what you've come to think of me, I have always thought of you as a very close and deeply trusted friend.
Yeah, really. Okay, what's this all about? Come on.
The children told me that Viki is going to have an operation.
That's right.
And?
And what?
Well, tell me the truth, Tom. Is Viki all right?
They're removing a brain aneurysm.
But that's serious.
That's very serious.
But the boy said it was minor surgery.
Yeah, well, that's Viki, isn't it? She didn't want the boys to worry. It's a very risky procedure, Maria.
Well, does she have to have an operation?
If she doesn't, there's a chance that the aneurysm will rupture and cut her chances of survival in half.
My God, she must be scared to death.
Oh, wouldn't you be?
Yes, I would.
Actually, Viki's holding up very well under the circumstances. She's a very brave lady.
Well, my heart goes out to both of you. And those poor children.
However, it isn't all bad news. If the operation is a success, there's a very good possibility she'll get her memory back. She'll remember everything that's happened in the past.
Welcome home.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be here, fellas.
Can we go to the circus again, Uncle Tom?
You like that circus, didn't you, huh? Especially the elephants.
And the lady who hung by her hair, she was great.
Yeah.
Joey, you're not supposed to ask people to take you places. Don't you know anything?
Now, I just love taking you fellas to the circus, but I don't see why I should have all the fun. Maybe next time your daddy would like to take you, huh?
Yeah, maybe we can go all together.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, did you find out when the Little League starts?
Yep, 2 weeks. I'm trying out first bases.
2 weeks. We'll have to get some practice in before then, won't we?
Excuse me, Tom. Guys, why don't you run upstairs?
I'm joining this year, too.
Oh, are you really? What position?
Catch Joey.
Well, isn't
I'd like to
that
talk to
nice?
Uncle Tom alone. Excuse me. Didn't you hear me? I asked you to run upstairs and play.
You're not our mother. You can't boss us around.
Kevin,
But just because she's living here doesn't mean she can order us around.
I wasn't ordering
well,
him
I
around.
tell you what,
I
fellas,
just
why don't you
wanted
go out and wait by my car, huh? I'll see you there in a few minutes. Just want to have a little chat with Maria. How's that? There you go. Out of the mouths of babes.
I hope you believe me when I say that I'll be praying for Vicky's recovery.
And will you be praying for her to get her memory back, huh?
I don't wish her any harm. And if I could win back your trust, if I could just find a way.
I'm afraid it's a bit too late for that, Maria.
But I've never been anything but honest with you. Tom, our friendship is very, very important to me.
Come on, what do you want, Maria?
I want your understanding. You know that I loved Clint over 20 years ago, long before he ever knew Viki. And I've never stopped caring about him. And now I have a chance for him to feel the same way about me again, Tom.
And how did that chance come about, huh?
Well, we've been through a lot together. We're closer now than we've ever been.
Because his wife has been out of the picture.
Because his wife loves you, and Clint is accepting that, and he is learning to love me now.
Is he? Or are you pushing him into it?
Fighting for the man that I love does not make me a terrible woman. I miss our friendship, Tom. It really saddens me to see this happen. Tom, what happens if the operation is a success? Have you thought about that? I mean, what if Viki wakes up and does remember the last 8 years?
I will be very happy for her.
But you'll lose her and I will lose Clint. For the second time, I will be robbed of the man that I was meant to live with.
Why do I get the feeling that if Viki gets her memory back, that's a greater threat to you than you're saying, huh?
Because like so many other people, you're all too willing to think the worst of me.
Also, why do I get the feeling you have something on your conscience?
What about your conscience?
I'll just have to live with that, won't I? Well, if you'll excuse me, Maria, I have an appointment with Viki's children.
think I helped Allison to kidnap your baby?
No, not to kidnap her, to return her.
Oh, Viki, I know that you don't like me very much, and you hate the fact that I was once Clint's lover.
This has absolutely nothing to do with my feelings for you, Maria. I want to know why Allison begged me, lying half dead in the parking lot, why she begged me to keep you away from her.
Oh, come on. She was delirious.
Oh, really? Well, I guess I must be delirious, too, then. You claim you hardly know the girl, yet here you are in her room. Maria, just what exactly is in this little briefcase? Maybe evidence that would prove I'm not so delirious after all?
I am not going to listen to any more of this insane raving. What will I do if Viki does get her memory back?
So I'll go peacefully when the anesthesiologist comes to put me out.
Well, something like that.
I'll be back in a little while to prep you for surgery, Mrs. Buchanan.
Thank you very much. Are they going to shave my head?
Yeah, well, part of it, yes. You feel a little anxious?
I'm very glad you're going to be there, watching Dr. Graham and Dr. Taylor. Did they lie to me, Larry?
They told you all the risks involved.
I know that. I guess I just am. I'm very frightened.
Come here. Come here. Oh, baby.
Can I ask you to do me a favor,
Sure.
please? I would like you to tell Clint something for me, just in case I don't live. But I cannot ignore the fact that I may never open my eyes again, Larry. You know, I really fudged that over with the children, with Kevin and Joey. I told them that this operation was no big deal.
And hopefully it won't be.
I know that, but I have to wonder now if I wasn't being terribly unfair to them. I mean, giving them absolutely no preparation for this at all. It's just, I couldn't do it. I could not bring myself to tell them that they could very well lose their mother just the same way as I lost my mother.
You will come through this operation, and you will probably regain your memory, and life will pick up right where it left off, only better.
I think Clint and I will be reconciled, don't you?
You're the only one who doesn't think so. What do you want me to tell him?
Well, I realize I'm asking a lot of you. But would you please tell him that I know that he's an excellent father and that I have no qualms at all about leaving my children in his care. And that I realized that I was being very unfair to him by not telling him about my amnesia and by keeping the aneurysm secret from him, too.
Don't you think that's something you should tell him yourself?
No, I can't tell him that, because I think he would take it as a positive sign about us. Anyway, I just want you to tell him just in case I don't make it. I mean, if I do, well...
If you do, you got tons of stuff to talk over with him. Don't worry, I won't forget the message, but I don't think I'm going to have to convey it.
Do you have any idea what you mean to me? And how I've always counted on you to be my best friend?
Well, we go back a long way, don't we, kid?
When you married my sister Meredith, you made us so happy. But then she died young, and she left little Danny behind.
You've had a lot of tragedy in your life. But it's not a cycle or anything. It's not something that's going to endlessly repeat itself. You'll survive this, Viki, because you are who you are. You go through hell and you come out on top.
Yes, yes.
I'm standing in line to see you.
It's all yours, Clint. I'll come back just before surgery. Okay.
Thanks, Larry. Sit down, please.
May I hold your little hand?